Our latest WRAL News poll finds a substantial number of people don't believe their votes will be counted accurately. 69% of voters say they have some or full confidence that the election results will be accurate. That's a little bit higher than our last poll, but 27% say they have little or no confidence in the results, and 4% say they're not sure. WRAL's Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie is live at one of Raleigh's busiest early voting sites. And Laura, how are elections officials responding to this?
You know, election officials here in North Carolina are trying really hard to combat some of the misinformation that's out there about voting. They say that the process is laid out in state law and it's followed exactly in every county to ensure a fair, accurate, and secure election. State Elections Director Karen Brinson-Bell said North Carolina is breaking records for early in-person voting this year, including in Western North Carolina, where she said election officials have gone to extraordinary lengths to make sure all voters can cast a ballot.
And in fact, voter turnout in the 25 Helene disaster counties continue to outpace voter turnout statewide.
Not everyone believes that. Our poll asked 853 likely voters how sure they are that all voters, including those in Helene-affected counties, will be able to vote this year. 84% of Democrats said they're very confident, but only 2/3 of Republicans were, and 71% of independents. We also asked if they believe the votes will be counted accurately. About 4 out of 10 Republicans and 3 out of 10 independents said they are not confident the count will be fair. Election officials say that's the result of years of baseless conspiracy theories about rigged and stolen elections. Bell says election officials have been the target of harassment, vulgar emails, and violent threats since 2020.
We were very mindful that the overall landscape has ratcheted up in a way that there is a lot more rhetoric and vitriol and harassment and hate directed at election officials.
Bell stressed that election officials work in bipartisan teams to ensure accuracy and fairness.
Every single piece of voting equipment has been tested before this election. All early voting sites and election day polling places are staffed with bipartisan, trained officials who swear an oath to uphold the law.
Now, Bell said most of the conflict they have seen so far this year has not been at the voting sites. It's been in lines to vote and in the parking lots. She's urging people, voters and campaigners, to please be civil and respectful tomorrow as they negotiate what could be some long lines on that last day of early voting. By the way, our survey is conducted exclusively for us by Survey USA, and it has a credibility interval of plus or minus 4.1 points. Laura Leslie, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.